Hello dear students, very good morning to all of you. I am Vaibhav Shah and we are discussing chapter number 4th of subject OC, and this will be our lecture number 5th. In previous 4 lectures we discussed all about the meaning, concepts, introduction and the characteristics of organizing. Now furthermore, we are going to discuss about the process of organizing. As we discussed in last lecture also, that you have to work hard to grab the maximum mark in both these subjects, that is OC and economics, because both of these subjects belongs to theory portion, and only practice can save you or can grab you maximum marks while you are appearing for your final examinations. Here what you have to do is that every day whatever we are discussing in our video lectures, you have to just write it once, twice or thrice until you will be comfortable with it, or you remember or learn each and everything that is given in that particular question. And trust me, day by day you will be able to grasp all the things very fastly, and you will be able to learn very easily, because once it becomes a habitual, then it will be beneficial to the examination purpose and in learning purpose also. So in last lecture we started discussing about the process of organizing. The first point is clarification of objectives. In last lecture we discussed that before formation of organization structure, it is compulsory or it is necessary to have the clearly defined goals and its proper understanding, because based on this information we are able to prepare the organization structure, and in which the main and sub goals should be properly interpreted so that we can understand the priorities of the goal, because the main goals are the goals which are prioritized, while the sub goals are the supporting goals that are helping the organization to achieve the main goals, and on the basis of which organization is formed. So first of all we have to establish the proper goals, and proper clarity is the first steps towards proper organizing. Then we discuss about the list of functions, that after clearly clarifying the goals with the help of organization structure, the list of work is to be done is prepared. Here, preparing such a list, it is ensured that not a single task is left or repeated, and for that a special care is taken for the same. It means there are some of the person who will be appointed for all these kind of activities, where they are preparing the list of all the activities that are necessary for the organization, and here they are considering a very small things and very small functions that are necessary for the success of organization. Hence the list of functions should be prepared on the basis of its proper consideration, and the final distribution should be done. But here one thing is sure, that while you are preparing a list, you have to careful that not a single task is left. It means we cannot forget any of the activities that are necessary for the organization, or any of the single tasks should be repeated, because if it happens, then there will be some kind of absurdity in the organization, and finally the organization has to suffer. So first of all we are clarifying the goals, that is the main and sub goals, that should be properly interpreted, and then we will prepare the list of functions. Now based on this list of functions, next step is departmentation of functions. Once when the list of functions is prepared, the work area similar in nature are classified, and similar functions are placed together, then the division of work is done accordingly. Work is divided as per purchase area, sales area, accounts area, etc. and then work division and specialization is planned. The division is planned according to nature of unit, geographical area, work area, etc. For example, the division of business unit selling products in entire country, zone-wise division of selling as per south, east, west, north zones. In the same way, work-based distribution as per advertising task, planning task, distribution task, etc. in sales department is also considered at the time of division of work. Now, after preparing the list of functions, we have to arrange or we have to distribute these functions on the basis of their priority area, or we can say on the basis of specialization or on the basis of functional areas, because it is not possible to allot all the different functions to different people. If it is done so, then it may possible that there will be the longest list of the employees who will taking care of small activities, and there should be lack of proper coordination amongst them, and it will result into the failure of organization. So here, after preparing the list of functions, now we have to segregate the functions on the basis of their functional areas, or on the basis of the activities, or on the basis of the person who will engage in particular task. And for that we are preparing the departments. And departmentation of functions means, here first of all we are deciding different departments on the basis of the activities, and then the functions which we prepared in the last step will be allotted to that different departments, and planning for the whole department is made as per the necessity of the organization. So here in third point, we are departmentation of functions. It means we are segregate all the functions according to the functional areas. Now let us discuss this in a detail. Once when the list of functions is prepared, the work area similar in nature are classified and similar functions are placed together. So in last point, we prepared the list of functions on the basis of different functions undertaken in the organization and which are inevitable for the success of organization. When we are preparing the list of the functions, now the next point is the work area similar in nature are classified and similar functions are placed together. Here, say for example, if in the functions list or list of functions we are having different functions like purchasing of raw material, purchasing of tools and equipments, purchase of packing materials, purchase of vehicles for transportation, purchase of different resources for the organization, purchase of stationery, etc. etc. So here one thing is common, that in all these activity the word or the function that is purchase is applicable. So first of all we will prepare a purchase department where we are placing all these activity in one department only, and this department will take care in each and everything about the purchase materials. Same way all the activities like finance like acquisition of fund, utilization of fund, preparation of budgets, then sources of fund, application of fund and its usage, everything will be placed in the different department, and the name of the department is finance department. So here, out of the list of functions, the work area similar in nature are classified that we discuss right now, and similar functions are placed together. Then the division of work is done accordingly. Now based on this department, we are deciding different division of work. Here we are placing these functions or activities on the basis of different departments, and now next we will provide them some kind of target that should be achieved in particular department, and based on this target they have to work. So all these functions are placed together and division of work is done according to the functional areas, where as per the requirement, like in marketing department, if we require 20 employees, then we will place them. In finance department we require 10 employees, then we will place them. In HR we require 12 employees, or in production we require 100 employees, then we place this person and will do the division of work according to need of that particular area. Now next one is how this work is divided. So work is divided as per purchase area, which we have discussed in very detail. Sales area, where all the different kind of sales of the products and services will be covered. Accounts area, where all these kind of accounts and finance functions are included in it. And then work division and specialization is planned. So here when we are deciding the areas, then in that particular area we are also deciding the sub areas, and according to that sub area the work is divided, that is work division is made amongst them, and specialization is planned, in which different categories of the specialized peoples and their benefit will be taken by the organization. Here they are recruiting the person with different specialization and awards them with the proper activities that are necessary for the organization success. Then next the talk here is about the area, particular area, that is purchase area, sales area, account area, etc. Now the next is the division can be also planned according to the nature of unit. Nature of unit means whether they are manufacturing or service activities, or if they are manufacturing, then which kind of products they are producing, because in one organization they are selling different products and their particular manufacturing units is also different. So based on that we may also plan our divisions. Second, geographical areas, in which geographical areas means we are dividing the whole organization into different geographical area, which we are going to discuss in next few lines. Then according to the work area, where we are deciding the work. So here now all these three division, that is nature of unit, geographical area and work area, is given in an example. So let us discuss that example. For example, the division of business unit, selling products in entire country, zone wise division of selling. So here we are discussing about the geographical area. The above example is regarding the geographical area, where the division of business unit selling products in entire country, it means their work is within the boundaries of a country, but it's spreaded over the whole country itself. So here we are planning to have functions according to zone wise division of selling, like we are having southern region, eastern region, western region, northern region, and sometimes some of the organization are focusing on the central region also. So if we are planning on the base of this zone wise division of selling, then we will be having the different geographical area based on south, east, west, north and central. In the same way, if work based distribution is there, then work based distribution as per advertising task, where all kind of advertising tasks, whether in different factories or different areas or different divisions will be undertaken from a single department. Packing task, where each and every product, whether the company is dealing in a single product or more than one product, the packing task will be undertaken by that department only. Distribution task, where the supply chain management, logistics management and properly planned activities are there. So here you will be having the work division like sales area, accounts area, purchase area, and another work division is like nature of unit, geographical area, work area. And in that, like geographical unit, we will be having zone wise distribution of selling like east, south, west, north, etc. And if we are going with the work area wise, then we will be having advertising task, packing task, distribution task, etc. And sales department is also considered as a type of division of work. It means here also the total department is divided amongst the different activities, and they are also undertaking the time of division of work. So this is the talk about of departmentation. Let us discuss once again. First of all, we will be having the clear cut objectives, that is main objective and sub objectives to be undertaken. Then we have prepared the list of functions based on the different activities, and special care should be taken that not a single task is left or is repeated. Then we will distribute this task according to the departments, and that is the departmentation of functions, and that can be accordingly the purchase area, sales area, account area, etc., or nature of unit, or geographical area, or work area. Now after dividing the activities into different departments, the next and the fourth stage in this particular task is to determine departmental position and abilities. Here in this particular point, we are deciding the different type of positions in a particular department. Say for example, if marketing department is there, then the main is departmental head is marketing manager. Then some of the officer according to the task like advertisement officer, sales promotion officer, packing officer, distribution officer, sales officer, purchase officer are there. After that, different kind of executives who are working under the officers are there. After that, some of the salesperson or some of the clerks are there. So here we are deciding the positions of the different departments and also the abilities. It means all those persons who are recruited in this particular position, and their abilities is also determined based on their functional areas. So let us discuss this point in a detail. Once when the work is departmentalized properly, the task to have proper persons to handle the responsibilities are created as per positions, and abilities are planned accordingly. For example, sales officer for sales department, at the same time the sub posts or categories as per the persons to be appointed. So now the next one is to determine departmental position and abilities. Once when the work is departmentalized properly, it means now we have distributed or segregated each and every task according to the department, and that is means the departmentalized. Sometimes it may ask in a examination in 1 mark that what is departmentation or departmentalized. Then you have to write that to distribute the different functions of the organization according to the nature of the activities is called departmentation. Done? So once you revise this, and if you unable to understand, then repeat this video lecture and write it in your fair book, so it will be helpful in your examination also. Once when the work is departmentalized properly, it means now we are very well equipped with the different departments that are necessary for the organization's activity. Now the next task is to have proper person to handle the responsibilities are created as per positions and abilities are planned accordingly. See, this point is like a very small from our point of view, but it is the biggest concern of the organization where they have to decide the different departmental positions and abilities of the person who will undertake this kind of activities, because here they have to appoint a person with a proper qualification so that they can work properly. Once the departmentation is done, now the next task is to have proper person to handle the responsibilities. Now proper person to handle the responsibilities are created as per position. So here first of all they are recruiting the person according to their positions. Like for the managerial category, they required a person with a proper educational qualification, that is, they should have the master's degree in their specialized area and having the experience of minimum 5 to 10 years worked as a manager in any of the organizations, so that they can properly handle the responsibility are created as per the position. Next one is the abilities. So here the ability of the manager should be like that they can handle the whole department with his leadership skill and other qualities. Because if you are not able to recruit a proper person for a proper position according to the nature of the work or according to the specialized area, then the implementation of the activities are not done according to the plan and it may result into the loss for the organization. So according to this departmental position, we have to recruit the person with the proper abilities, and here we also have to decide the positions of the organization according to the needs. Like here one example is given regarding the position and ability. For example, sales officer for sales department. It means when the sales department is separately departmentalized, then we require the person who will handle all the activities of sales department, and he will be the sales officer. At the same time, sub posts or categories as per the persons to be appointed. It means first of all we are departmentalized the activities and we given the name as a sales department. Then we are recruiting the sales officer, or we can say the sales manager, who will undertake all the activities of the sales department. Then to assist him at the same time the sub post, that is, along with this sales officer, some of the sales executive, salesman, sales team, sales leader are there, that is the sub post or categories as per the persons to be appointed, and based on which we are appointing a different persons who will work for the organization in that particular department. So first of all we have determined the objectives, then we prepare the list of the function, then next one is we departmentalize all the activities, then fourth one we are deciding the position and abilities according to different department. Now fifth one is the delegation of power and responsibility. Divisional heads, subdivisional heads and skill based heads are finalized, and then all the heads should be given power and responsibilities so that they can perform their work well. In addition to that, clarification should be done of each person's post so that each person will get the idea of the responsibilities assigned. It is also necessary to have the proper proportion of power and responsibility. Now, after deciding the position and abilities of the person, it is the time to get a task done from these persons and for that we are deciding the different targets based on the departments, and from that targets we are deciding the power and responsibility that should be awarded them so that they can work properly without any hesitation or any interruptions. So now the divisional heads, it means the main heads of the organization, that is marketing manager, human resource manager, finance manager, etc. Subdivisional heads, it means all the officers who are assisting these divisional heads. And skill based heads, it means different kind of activities which are not departmentalized, like disciplined activity. Then different kind of special expert people like chartered accountants, company secretaries, etc. are finalized. As in the list of the board of directors, there are some of the independent directors who are working independently in the organization. In the same way, in organization there are some of the skill based heads are also finalized. So here it is the last function where we decide the divisional heads, subdivisional heads and skill based heads. Now then all the heads should be given power and responsibility so that they can perform their work well. Remember one thing, that without power and responsibility nothing can be achieved in the organization, because to undertake any of the activity, whether it is a small or big, whether it is a difficult or easy, we require power and responsibility to complete that task on a timely manner. So once you decide all the heads according to their divisions or skill, then we should give power and responsibility. Like in many of the organization, the departmental heads are given a numerous powers and responsibility where they can take the decision according to their needs. So the work will be going very smoothly and it will result into the higher achievement of targets. And if in some of the organization the power and responsibility are restricted to some extent, then the decision power will be delayed, because they have to ask for more decision to the upper level, that is to the general manager or any other board of the directors, and it will become very difficult for them to complete a task or to get a work done from others. So here the head should be given proper power and responsibility so that they can perform their work well. Like the marketing manager has given a budget of 1 crore rupees for different kind of advertising and promotional activities. Now it is his discretionary power that he will decide how much to spend on advertising, how much to spend on personal selling, on promotional offers, etc. So here you are giving them full power and responsibility where they can work according to their need, and there is no any kind of interruptions or disturbance from the top or upper level of the organizational heads. Now in addition to that, clarification should be done of each person's post. It means they are given an offer letter in which each and everything is mentioned regarding their position, their post, their power, their responsibility, their subordinates, he will or she will give order to whom, what is his responsibility, from whom he will get the different kind of instructions and orders, or from whom he will be receiving the reports and instructions. Everything like the person's post will be cleared here in the delegation of power and responsibility. So there is a two benefit of this particular clarification regarding person's post. First one is he is very well equipped or very well knowledgeable regarding his task or his performance area, and secondly it becomes very easy to control a particular department, and he will be responsible to access all the activities of that particular organization. So that it means clarification should be done of each person's post so that each person will get the idea of the responsibilities assigned. So here he will be very well aware regarding the activities to be undertaken by him and how much is their responsibility or their target to complete in a timely manner. It is also necessary to have the proper proportion of power and responsibility, because it is a two sides of a same coin. So if there is a higher responsibility and very lower power, or if there is a very higher power and lower responsibility, the work will not finish on a timely manner and the organization has to suffer. So there will be the proper proportion of power and responsibility, or we can say the maintenance of power and responsibility in organization is required. So here with this fifth point, that is the delegation of power and responsibilities, we are concluding our session over here. And from next lecture onwards, we are going to discuss about the last 2 points of the process, that is establishment of interrelationship and to prepare organizational chart. Thank you very much, class.